Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today is Friday, February 26th of 2021, and we just hit 4,000 subscribers about an hour ago, so if you're a part of that, I appreciate you. If you're not, feel free to subscribe and like now, and follow us on Telegram. We have a Twitter as well, and join us. We make 10 new videos a week. This is no exception. This is our 10th video on a Friday. We are going to talk about Chainlink versus Bitcoin today. And I'm going to show you some cool stuff and hopefully lift your spirits a little bit from all the red we're seeing across the boards. Except for Cardano. That didn't get the memo. So Cardano's doing well. The rest of us are stuck in the mud. So we're going to look at Chainlink, and you might look at this and be like, what the hell have you drawn? You're back to Picasso. I'm going to show you in just a second what we're doing here. So this is the Link Bitcoin valuation on the weekly chart. So you notice this dotted line here, and what I've drawn here could be a potential bull flag. It's not a bull flag yet, because patterns have to confirm before they are the exact actual pattern. So this is close to being invalidated. I'm going to explain that as well, and I'll explain what all this stuff is. So I've drawn this chart to show you what a market cycle is. And what is a market cycle? This is a market cycle right here. So this is, you could find this on a lot of coins, all of crypto, all of the stock market. This pertains to anything pretty much that you're trying to make money in. So you have to be well aware of this. If you don't know what this is, you got to learn it and be familiar with it, and then I'll show you what we're looking at. So look at this dotted line. This is the mean. This is nothing to do with emotions. It's not mean or happy. Mean means average, okay? So this is the average. So stay with me here. After you get below that, then you're in despair, okay? So looking back at this, doesn't this look pretty familiar? Look at the two similarities here. You got your first sell-off, you're on your way to higher highs, the media, enthusiasm, greed, delusion, new paradigm, we can't lose kind of feeling, harsh drop-off, you get a bull trap, which is everyone thinks we're going back up to higher highs, and then that's the return to normal. Everyone thinks we're going way back up here, and then it catches everyone off guard and just falls off the mountain. So look where we have here. First sell-off, it could either be here or here. That's arguable, but this is about a 45% drop and lasted a month, so I tend to believe this is the first sell-off. And then you have just kind of like a fake out here. This is about a 35% drop over only about 2 weeks. So then you basically mooned. You got your media attention kind of in this way. You got a short sell-off, and then all new higher highs. You got a sharp drop here, as you can see. Then we got a big bounce back up, return to the new normal, remember? Then a fall back down, and it just doesn't seem to ever stop until you get below your mean here. See the dotted line? We go down into despair. We tried to get back out of that and hold the mean. We still have not been able to do that. So we are still very low in valuation for Link versus Bitcoin. And if this plays out as a bull flag, you could find this on many numerous coins as well. We just did one on Bitcoin. You can go watch my previous videos. I've talked about this before. So how you can predict a move out of that, where you're going to go once this breaks this slanted line here, is this. What's this line? How do you get that? It's the exact movement from the top to the bottom. See that? So you take it from the top of your bull flag down to the bottom. You make sure it's equal to this one, right? And then you take this for wherever we break out. So if that happens to be next week, because remember this is a weekly chart, each candle is 1 week. So if you roughly place it where you break out, you want to have it wherever the breakout is, wherever we first close the candle above that slanted line. So if that happens next week, say, and you look at the valuation on the right, say roughly 0.0011, what does that mean? So that's how much Link is worth compared to a Bitcoin. So if we got back up to, we broke out here next week, and Link continues to break out of that, you're going to more than likely in the coming weeks at some point retest to the top of this. And what US dollar price would that be? I'm glad you asked. This, let's say, now it depends on the valuation of Bitcoin, okay? So let's say, just for ease of purpose, Bitcoin is worth $50,000. Doesn't seem too extreme, right? Say Bitcoin's $50,000 and Link somehow manages to break out of this and starts moving back up, and say April, whenever it is, it peaks out up in here. What would this value be? So at a $50,000 Bitcoin, Chainlink would be worth $55. So that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. And that, look at where we are. We're not even halfway up to this. If we get up into this area, we're closing in rapidly on a $100 valuation for Chainlink. So that's to keep that, just keep that in mind if we start confirming this. Now, if we break down below this much further, yeah, you can theoretically drop this line a little bit, but you want to have some crossing on this bottom part. You can't just continue to draw this. It can't go more than halfway below your flagpole, or that pattern's invalidated. So we're very close right now. We don't want to drop too much more below this, and certainly not below our blue line here. That is our 100-week moving average, mind you. So we have some time, as you can see. We could play around in this up until towards the end of March. So have some patience. As far as Link versus Bitcoin, this has nothing to do with the United States dollar, so it's not against USD or anything like that. So look for that, and I'll say if we break out towards the end of March, say, wow, that's much lower, but it's not really, because of this valuation, 0.001 against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin, again, is at 50,000, it's still $50. That's still a $50 Chainlink. So keep that in your head. I know everything looks rough now, and Chainlink is at $25. That's a 2x in USD valuation. Keep that in the back of your mind. Things can get out of hand quick. It doesn't have to take a long time. Who cares if we mess around for another month? And the macro trend, are you holding crypto to get out in March? If the answer is no, then who cares what it does? Okay? Big picture, that's what this channel is about. We're not focused on what's going to happen by tomorrow, okay? So we're looking at big picture. Bitcoin is historically at a very good buy levels against Bitcoin. This is when you make money, buying at these levels. When it's low, everyone's doubting it. Not financial advice. Everything I give on my channel is not financial advice. So do your own research, but smart money buys at levels where you're flirting with despair, okay? If you were buying back in here, you're already up, okay? So who cares what it's doing now? Or if it does anything, if it takes another month, who cares? That's my point. So big picture, have patience. Patience will win in crypto. Emotions will kill your money faster than a bucket of chicken at Oprah's, okay? Dad joke of the day. Terrible. Ignore it. Delete it. It didn't happen. Let's go look at Bitcoin real quick. We mentioned in this video earlier, my first video. This is kind of like a support band short term. Okay, look at the macro trend. We're doing very well. Well, look how high we are. The emotion that I hear now, the sentiment that I'm feeling now, based on everybody that I'm talking to, and in the chats and on Twitter and whatever, very, very similar to back here, right? Everyone thought we were going down, we were done, we were getting ready to test the crap again. We're going back in the mud, right? So I'm not saying that can't happen, but usually the majority of people are wrong. Just more often than not. So everyone also expects the March to be terrible. And as we showed from our first video, why we don't really believe that is the DXY is doing terrible. All 6 previous Marches that Bitcoins went down, the US dollar was doing quite well. So keep that in the back of your mind as well. Obviously, if we break below this, start breaking under 44,000, yep, we could be in for some rough weather. But your final line of resistance is going to be your 50-day. Look back here. 50-day was the savior for Bitcoin last time. So if we break our little support band here, that's going to be your level to watch. 42-ish right now, 41.6 as you can see over here on the green. That'll change as we start moving down. So maybe 41.5 by the time we go down, if we do. If this weekend we start moving back up and you have a bounce like back in here, that will be a gasoline catalyst to the firestorm that will be coming for altcoins. If you see Bitcoin making these bounces like this, get ready. Altcoins will start soaring again. You can bank on it, buddy. Watch it for the weekend. I might make a video over this weekend if we get crazy, or if I just feel like doing it, if I feel in the generous spirit. You never know. That's all I have for you on this one, guys. I appreciate you. We didn't do a card of the day today in either video. I don't know why. I'm slacking. I mean, all I have on my desk right now is the McLaren 720S. This is what I want to get. At the end of the bull market, I think I'm going to pick one of these up. Real life. So maybe we'll stream that. I'm either going to get this or the Tesla Roadster. Just depends. About the same price. We'll see. That's all I got for you. I appreciate you sticking around this long if you are. To my 6 people watching right now still. Thumbs up. Appreciate it. 4,000. Let's go for 5,000 next. 5,000 by, I don't know, you pick a date. 5,000 by when? Let's estimate. Mid-March? April 1st? You're going to April Fools me on 5,000? We'll see. Have a good weekend, guys. See you next time. Again, my name is Chase. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.